Welcome to turn 1 of Vilegrave with my nation Aaron. It could also be Aaron, but I'm going to call it Aaron because it sounds like a rapper name. Just the regular start of the game messages, so nothing really interesting here. I've already done this turn. I'll be doing these turns in retrospect just so you don't see me fumbling around with scripting and all that. I'll just show you the interesting bits. So a fairly standard first turn for me. I'm going to profit my Kaelin commander, who's my starting commander. I'm going to send my assassin slash spy up here. I've played a few test games with this, so I'm pretty sure there's another starting spot up here. In my test games, my nation has almost always started either in this spot or in this spot, so there's probably another capital down there. I'm pretty happy with this spot, actually. I think it's fairly defensible. Yeah, and I've played with it a lot. So for my starting army, it's these Van Riders, which are pretty good again, but with the 8 protection variants and some of these guys. So again, Prophet, so he can smite, sneaking, and I'm recruiting a sergeant to lead my second expansion party, and a couple Van Thanes and Van Riders. Again, they're really good. They should take almost the 16 protection variants should take almost no losses. I think the 8 protection ones will eventually die off, so I'm going to try to focus on the production of the 16 protection ones. Yep. So for thrones, oops. Let's see what we got here for thrones. Right, so there's 15 thrones. So a couple level 2 thrones and a bunch of level 1 thrones. We'll look at those as they become relevant in the game. And pretenders. There's 12 players. I'll just read through them right quickly now, and we'll go through them in detail as we discover them in the game. Skulls for the Skull Pile. Shior, I think he's a Dustwalker nation. Me, number 1 pop star Aaron. Rose Doer, Snake, probably another snake. Ram, Jelly Imamabo, Dr. P, Spooky Shadow God, Zazul, that's just that player's name. Jimi Hendrix, Buddy Buddy, also that player's name, and the hero. Yeah, so just a simple, nice first turn. Thanks for showing up. Welcome to turn 2 of Vilegrave. This is Aaron and I am PureBlind. So for every new turn, we're going to just go down the events list. I think that's fair. If there's any battles, I'll watch the battles before showing the results, just to keep it a little bit interesting. So these are all the profit proclamations, and we're just going to read them to see what they've been profiting. So, hide your bones, hide your skulls, the assassin. That's not that surprising, like I said. I think there's probably 8 other nations with assassins here. So Aaron, that's me. I named my flying commander slash prophet turn 12 sacrifice because I've got all these Yazad summons I hope to be getting out relatively soon, by like probably turn 15 or so. So I mean, I kind of need this prophet to die around turn 12 so that I can profit my better units around then. By then he's going to be like irrelevant for claiming things because I'll probably have my first or second throne even by then. Yeah, watch that backfire now that I've said it. Eki, MC the Master Hammer. That's an amazing name for that unit. Good job. Gnathak the Spearmaster. Kamisi the Assassin, another assassin. Dan Keel, Valkeel the Warden. Speaker the Spooky, the Scout. Lemnuti the War Chief. Azazel the Assassin. I'm a bit surprised that more people don't rename them because you can't rename your prophet after you make him a prophet. Unexpected event. Oh, that's just the summon event. Okay. Handful of water gems. Alright, so already those luck 3 scales coming in handy. Okay, what's going on here? Alright, so we got really lucky with our scout up here. He's discovered an adjacent cap. I knew there was one up here somewhere. I didn't know exactly where it was. And even better than that, there's a heavy cap province in between me and him, which is going to delay his expansion towards me, probably for a few turns at least. I'm going to send my scout over here, hopefully get lucky again, because there's probably a cap over here somewhere. Yep. So the indie provinces around me are pretty easy to take out, which is nice. I'm going to go for this one first with my expansion province consisting of Flying Kaelians, Van Thanes, and Van Riders. My setup is just to have him behind the Thanes casting Smite, 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 Smite. These guys are going to be in the front holding attack for arrow catching. These guys are going to charge forward and probably murder almost everything they come in contact with. They're really, really strong. Yep, so I'm gonna come over here to this arrows, light infantries, and heavy infantry's province. I'm gonna come up here and try to take this because it's mountains and farmland, so it's high income, low resources, low income, excellent resources, which means it's probably gonna be fairly good on both. And if not with this party, with the next one, I'm going to try to take this throne right here. I think I can do that fairly easily. Agki's nation, if I remember, is also quite strong. It's Minotaurs and Centaurs. Yeah, but we'll look at him once we actually see his units. For the rest of my Indie province, we've got militias, heavy infantries, and archers, woodsmen blowpipes, wolf tribes. These guys are a little more dangerous, but still not that bad. And jaguar tribes. I will probably kill them very quickly. For recruitment, I'm going to take a risk here and not recruit any commanders this turn. Because my scales are so good, I think I just need to expand and not worry about research for the first year or so. I think I can probably have 1, if not 2, forts going up by the end of the first turn. Just because these guys are so good and can expand so well. I think these guys and my sergeant will probably take out almost all Indie provinces, no problem. Yep. So I forgot to show you my national sites last turn. There's Deadbolt, which is a death mage may enter to summon a ghoul. 3 earth gems and a death gem. This one, which is enable recruitment of Hydra, a fire gem, and this one, which is just I think that's my this guy here. Nope, this guy. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty good. We'll see you next turn, I guess. Hello, turn 3 of Vilegrave. Okay, proclamation from Tikwa, Chief Human Resources Officer, the Raging Lord. Pretty cool. Battle in Baton, so this was our first expansion. Yeah, honestly, it didn't really go that well. They've got these 3 lightning mages here, and they end up tearing through my group, so we'll just watch this battle. There's an orb lightning there. These guys tear into the front line, but got hit by that orb lightning twice, 3 times, killing like 2 or 3 of these really expensive Enirs. These guys attack the archers, which went pretty much as expected, but I guess they're drawing some orb lightning there off, so that's okay. Oh, big orb lightning there. Big orb lightning there. Archer kills one of my Vanniers. But we still take the province, so that's okay. Okay. So first of all, my scout's over here. I'm going to move him down here. He didn't see anything else, even though I'm pretty sure that there's a cap up here. But at least it's far enough away that I don't have to worry about it much. So what's left of this little army here? So we've got most of these guys were the protection 8 ones, but I think I've got 3 protection 16, or I guess only 2 protection 16 guys. That's kind of crappy. A lot of afflictions on these guys now. We can, yeah, if we lose any of these guys, this guy's gonna run, which is not great. So this next place is militias and heavy cavalries. This is my scripting. I'm hoping that they're gonna just contact the militia right away and force a whole rout, but we'll see. I'm still pretty confident they can take this. My second expansion party here is 4 of the protection 16 guys and 1 of the protection 8 guys, and I've just got this one Birdman who routed from the last battle just for arrow catching. This is just militias, heavy infantry, and archers. I'm almost positive they can take this province, but I don't know whether they'll be able to expand beyond that. If this ends up being barbarians, I'm not gonna push it. But I probably will move into here. I think this is inaccurate. I think there's probably more like 60 woodsmen and blowpipes, but yeah, that should be fine. Recruitment, I'm gonna try to get a small 4-party expansion party going up. I think that should be enough to take these jaguar tribes and maybe even the wolf tribes. I think it's worth it probably for me to be able to put one of these type of expansion parties out every turn instead of waiting 2 turns to get 8 of them. But that's definitely a gamble. So for my spellcasting, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to focus on yet, but I don't have to worry about it yet. One thing I do want eventually is these summons here. So I've got Summon Yazdads, Call Ahurani. Call Celestial Yazad. Call Fravashi. Call Amisha Spenta. And this is why my god has Astral. They're all really good summons, and so I'm probably going to make really good use of them in late game. I don't know what... I think my earlier assessment of turn 15 summoning is probably a bit ambitious. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have really any research going until I start getting my first sports up. Hopefully that happens pretty quick though. Also, I have a scout in this province, so that's really, really lucky. I've had whole games where I didn't have a single scout province in my starting area. So starting next turn, I'm going to recruit these guys every turn. Yep. Yep, that's it for this turn. Alright, see you later. Okay, welcome to turn 4 of Vilegrave. Okay, proclamation from Ermdorf. I like the hero should be blah blah. This player actually staled the second turn, so we had to find a sub for him. Yep, that's fine. Battle in Blackport. This is our first expansion into this farmland. This one alright. Lots of heavy cav here, and I noticed actually, like, and I'm gonna have to remember this for the future, that these arrows take the glamour out really quickly. They don't get any bonus to it. I think if they get hit with an arrow, it automatically takes the glamour off. So I'll just have to keep that in mind. Speed a little bit here. I lost a Van Rider right there with an arrow, but yeah, it's fine. Second expansion battle, east of our, or north of the capital, yeah. This one went pretty good. I think they didn't end up shooting at this guy, which is unfortunate, but he flies right to the back and dies. Oh well, we didn't really need him that much anyway. Yep, none of these guys died. So look at that, just the one Van Rider, like I said, and just the arrow catcher there. This province here is, I thought it would be way better than it actually is, but it's only 66 income and 36 resources. However, this province is 83 income, 84 resources. It's amazing, and it's unrest 10, so it'll probably go up a little bit. So really, really, really happy about that. That's going to allow me to recruit 6 Van Thanes and a commander this turn, which is amazing. I think that will kill almost all ND provinces. Right now I have 1 sergeant and 4 Thanes going into here. Depending on how many Jaguar tribes there actually is, they'll probably be able to take it out. I'm confident. Yep. These guys over here are going to move down here, and they're going to move to the wasteland. I think. Oh, also my scout over here located this guy. I looked at his nation. It's there's the world. This one, but yeah, I don't really. It doesn't say anything to me right now, so we'll look at that. And I can actually see them. I'm going to move him down here. See what's down here. This province here was a scout recruiting province, so I'm going to recruit a scout there, start getting them all over the map so I can see what's going on. Oh, I forgot to mention last turn that this guy picked up a longbow of precision from one of the mages. It's useless, I'm probably never going to use it. And he also got the heroic ability Valor, which is giving this little group +1 morale, which they really need it because they're starting to pick up a lot of afflictions. But yeah, I think they'll probably take up this problem. I considered attacking this province, but I don't think they're going to do it. When this next expansion group comes in, I'm going to send them down this way. This one's going to hopefully take out these Jaguar warriors and go here, take out these woodsmen and go into one of these 2 provinces, whichever looks more takeable. So yeah, I should be able to recruit 1 expansion party per turn now, and I'm probably going to do that for actually a couple more turns. The one that's going down here will hopefully take this area. If I see another player down here, I'll just call that the border. I'd really like to take this mountain though, because it's border mountains and mountains, so I feel like there's going to be a fire or a earth site there, whichever they need. Maybe I'll see what's over here. I think there's a capital here or here. There's a capital point here or here. I'm not sure though. So yeah, I kind of would rather hold this choke point. So yeah, so that they can't just come over and raid me and whatnot. everything looking good so far. I think that's everything. Yeah, turn 4. Hello, welcome to turn 5 of Vilegrave. So these are just my expansion battles. I guess we'll go through them real quick. Northern Waste Province. Smite, smite, smite. Kill, kill, kill. I am worried that these guys are picking up too many afflictions, but I'm basically just gonna run them till they die, so it's not a big deal. Job. Second one. Eastern Forest. I am a little bit worried about these kind of priests casting tangle lines and vine arrows and such, because if my guys get tangle line, their defense goes to like 4 and they basically instantly die, which is terrible. And you can see that happening in this battle. This is kind of a disaster. This is the expansion party I just made for Van Thanes. So it's going pretty well here until this guy here starts casting tangle lines, and 2 of these guys get caught, and then they just get killed immediately. Yeah, my commander gets away though. Deathmatch. We are playing with Better Arena, but I think someone's probably going to send their Earth Snake. Better Arena gives you 1 artifact for winning the deathmatch, so it's kind of a big deal, but I don't really have anyone that can go to the arena except for my 1 sergeant that's sitting in the base. Unexpected event. I got these weird boots here. Start of battle, flight, leap of clouds, which is just, I don't know what that is. He can cast a ritual to move 1 province. Maybe it's useful if you're under siege and don't have stealth, I guess? I don't know. Whatever, weird. It kind of sucks because none of my horsey guys have feet, so whatever. I don't know why they don't have feet. Okay, so we got our scout recruited here. He's going down here. This is expansion party moving here. Expansion party moving here. I got this wild forest site. It's pretty cool. Free +1 gem. I'm moving. Oh yeah, I with my scout down here, or my assassin, I've scouted this guy, and this is Shior, played by Nunelis. He was the #1 person I was worried about. I think he has the best nation. It's a Dustwalkers nation, and he's gonna be apparently right beside me. So this is really crappy. Not super happy about that. For recruitment, I'm going to recruit another assassin and then a whole bunch of Van Thanes. I have some of my Thane recruitment from last turn, 6, but I think I'm going to ignore this Jaguar tribe province right now because, I mean, there's a river connection here, so there's no risk of an enemy coming to take it, so I think I'm just going to wait for the recruitment and then power down through here immediately. And I think I'm going to try to take this province with my assassins, but we'll see how that goes. Don't know if there's anything else. Let's see what these mercenaries going on. So, I think this is Changartar, who's got crazy assassins, and he's been bragging in Discord about how he's going to send them against the nearest person. So I'm pretty happy I'm not right beside him. He also has one of the top strong nations. Yep. Okay, so I think this was turn 5.